Live from Studio B and KPRC2. Houston Life starts now.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Houston Life on this Thursday, Baby Friday. I'm Courtney Savala.
Hi, Courtney. Hi, everyone. I'm Derek Shore. Glad to have you with us. And we have got all kinds of great guests coming up on today's show, including a real power couple on and off the screen.
That is right. Lauren Kelly is standing by with the latest. Hi, girl.
Trying to get some of their power into my hands right now. I am catching up with Bill and Juliana Rancic. They have got a big announcement. Derek and Courtney, you're not going to want to miss this. Back to you guys for now.
Okay, that's a good tease. Plus, vacation looks for less, and we mean way less. We have got 4 thrift shop outfit ideas you're going to love to take with you on your next trip.
These two always find the deals, and it's become a real pain. You get into your car and it won't start. The catalytic converter is gone. Coming up, we're live with a colorful solution.
And calling all Cougs, a gigantic $50 million donation was just made, not by Courtney, unfortunately. We're going to talk with the man behind all that money coming up on today's show. But first, how about a check of today's forecast? I was outside a bunch this morning. It's rather hot and steamy.
Yeah, the humidity is up. But Courtney, that dress.
Thank you, Franklin.
OMG. Oh, my gorgeous. It's beautiful.
I didn't realize it was a dress, Franklin. I thought it was just a long jacket.
Well, thank you.
Or a shirt. What's it called? A shirt dress?
It's a blazer dress.
A shirt jacket? A shacket?
Thank
Well, it's really cool on TV. I haven't seen you in person today, but it looks really good.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's get to some weather. It's another hot day. I think we've already had a record high in Galveston. We're going to be very close for Bush and Hobby. Take a look at some of these numbers here. You can see 95 is the record. I think we'll get there. 94 at Hobby. We've already hit 89 Galveston for a record. College Station could well see 94. Currently low 90s, Bush, Hobby, and Sugarland. There's that Galveston at 89. If you're headed to the Rangers-Astros game, it's going to be, or whatever you're doing, it's going to be on the warm side for sure. 90, 86, 84, 80 degrees. And to Derek's point, the humidity this time yesterday was around 30, 32%. Today, it's more along the lines of 40, 45%. So those numbers feel about 5 degrees warmer than the actual. We'll take a look at that coming up in your full forecast in about 30 minutes.
Okay, Frank. Well, now I feel better. For a minute, I thought I was just imagining things.
No.
So it is actually more humid. Frank, we'll see you in just a bit. Thanks for that. Well, it is nice to be back in the air conditioning, even though we had such a lovely day yesterday at the Texas Medical Center. In case you missed Houston Life yesterday, we took our show out on the road, and we were celebrating our May heroes. It wasn't just Houston Life, it was our news department, and we had a good time.
It was so lovely. It's always so great to be out and about, right? Take our mobile hitch stage. We have our control room, all the engineers, and all the behind-the-scene folks that make this happen. It's really an incredible feat. They're out there all day long setting this up. And so for our show, the newscast, everything, it is so much fun to be out in the community, literally broadcasting live.
Well, and that water wall provided, we got a little spritz here and there, but it was so lovely highlighting Life Flight and the men and women and people who make up our Texas Medical Center and save lives every single day.
Yeah, so hats off to our medical heroes for sure. Okay, and the other night I had a little bit of a rehearsal. I am taking the stage with a few of my friends, my new friends over at the Houston Chamber Choir. This is for their Once Upon a Time series. It's actually their very final concert of the season.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And I'm going to be narrating Snow White along with the Chamber Choir, and this is so beautiful. There's the group there, but this is...
oh my gosh, look how beautiful that is.
It is such an incredible backdrop for a concert. This is South Main Baptist Church. And so this was part of our rehearsal. It's so beautiful. So this was the first time that I actually got to narrate along with the choir. And that's Bob, they're the artistic director. And one of the things that he told me, slow down, Courtney.
Oh.
Slow down. You know, I'm a fast talker. So it was like, once upon a time. And they're, no, slow down. Everything's good. So by the end of my rehearsal, I was feeling a lot more confident. By the way, just a few nods here to our Houston Chamber Choir. 2 years ago, they won a Grammy for the best choral performance.
Yeah.
They have others prestigious awards as well. And Bob Simpson is joining 25 of the professional singers for this very final concert of their series.
Aren't you a little bit nervous to narrate
I'm
it
very
live?
nervous.
Wow.
I'm very nervous, but we've gone through it a few times, and I'm really excited for it. So what's happening, you can see this for yourself on Saturday, May 21st at 7:30 p.m. at South Main Baptist Church. Sunday on June 5th at 2 p.m., they're going to have the digital virtual release of this. So if you can't make it, but head over to our website. We'll link you over for tickets and hope to see you there.
It feels like the city is just coming to life again. There's so many great events around town. You're going to be phenomenal. Good luck to you. Hey, Wednesday night, there was this really cool event at Holocaust Museum Houston honoring the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg. It was a night of song. And the night before that, downtown at the Hilton event, James, her son, accepted the Lyndon Baines Johnson Moral Courage Award on his late mother's behalf. And this was such an incredible evening. The stories about RBG that he told, I mean, many things that we knew nothing about. It was a room full of love. There's Kristen Chenoweth right there. She was the featured performer. So she sang and entertained the crowd for 90 minutes. It's really cool because she ended up donating her fee back to Holocaust Museum Houston. And it was just such a night filled with love and stories about how RBG fought for equality her entire career. Her son told us story about when she was at Columbia Law School, they ended up cutting some of the staff. They fired the maids, but they kept the janitors. And she went to the president of the university and she said, hey, I'm Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and I'm going to sue you for sex discrimination because you fired all these women and kept the men. And I mean, that clearly set the tone for her entire career, and it was just phenomenal.
She was tiny but mighty.
Yeah. I know, right?
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of equality and women suing, did you hear about this? The U.S. women's soccer team finally will receive equal pay to men.
Yes.
The men's team, this is a historic deal. Today announced this exclusively yesterday on NBC. Yeah. And this has been a legal battle years in the making, but it's finally happened.
You know, the statistics are really incredible. You know, the U.S. men's soccer team, they didn't win a final, and they ended up getting this incredible bonus just for making it to the top 16. What happened when the women won?
They got a pat on the back.
Nothing. They got nada.
No paycheck. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I think this was like a 6-year legal battle.
Yes.
Right? And earlier this year, I think it was February, the U.S. women's national team, they essentially reached a settlement. So progress. One of the players, though, was saying, look, I'm excited about this. It's finally happening. But it still stings that it didn't happen
sooner.
A long time ago.
Yeah, but congratulations. Glad it's there. Does this make you a little hungry? The good news? You want a little delivery, a little run to the border? Do we have it?
Oh, we went to Taco Bell last night.
Oh, I know. That's usually, you do that when you are out and about, which he says he never does.
I do.
Oh, come on in.
Well,
thank you,
Producer
Beatrice.
Thank you so much.
We've got a delivery from Taco Bell, and I just want to show you. This one's yours. We've been talking about this for a minute.
Oh, is this the Mexican pizza?
It's back.
It's back. Wait, so it's finally back.
It's finally back.
It's there today.
Since 1985. Look at this. The Mexican pizza.
Oh, look at that. And mine's the vegetarian version, right?
It sure is.
Little known fact, you can order anything on Taco Bell's menu and ask for vegetarian options. They'll sub in beans, black beans, refried beans, whatever you want.
Listen,
oh, wow.
I have been waiting for this. My mom, who's watching the show, welcome back to Houston, Mom.
What's up, Eileen?
Hey,
Aunt Rob.
Listen, Amy and I, my best friend growing up, we lived across the street from each other. We'd get on our bikes, or 10 speeds, and ride up to Taco Bell.
Oh.
Probably more often than we should have. Oh. And the Mexican pizza or the enchilada and cheese, lovely. What do you think, Dee? Was it worth the wait?
Yeah.
Was it worth? How long has this been gone? Long enough is what I want to say.
Probably about a year. But my question is, why did they take it away to begin with?
I think they felt like it was nobody wanted it anymore.
Oh man, this is so good. Brings back memories from last night. Only last night I wasn't having the Mexican pizza.
No, but this is so good, and we're all excited about it. We're gonna let you enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy it as well.
By the way, do you know how heavy 40 pounds of Taco Bell is? It's heavy.
40 pounds?
$40 worth of.
We liked it.
You know what I meant.
No, I didn't. I thought, what? Is this a new workout? What's going on? Tell me how heavy 40 pounds
I know, it's a trick. Do you know how heavy 40 pounds? Yeah, 40 pounds.
Well, I'm not real good with numbers, you know, so I was thought it was maybe it might have been a trick question.
So Brandon and I have this habit, right? So like the other night, we were down at the Hilton. We're walking home in our tuxes. We walk home all the time. We love to walk.
They like to walk in their tuxes.
So, and the phone comes in very handy because you order the Taco Bell on the Uber Eats. So by the time you get home, you have $40 worth of Taco Bell, and it's a lot of food, and it's very heavy.
How heavy is it?
And
you
half
should
of it
use it on
is
your
still
walk,
in our fridge
because then
today.
you'll burn more calories. It's like ankle weights.
Guys, it's been a long week, okay? Be nice to me. I'm just gonna eat my pizza.
He's the victim here.
Okay, listen, before I take this next bite, we're gonna tell our viewers what's still to come. How about Bill and Juliana Rancic, the popular celebrity couple? They're sharing their latest adventure, plus they've got details on how we can all be part of it.
I can't wait to catch up with them.
Yeah.
Plus, we have some big news coming out of U of H today. A big $50 million donation for U of H's medical school. More details on that when Houston Life returns. Well, welcome back. In the local spotlight, Tillman Fertitta. He is the local billionaire behind the Houston Rockets, of course, Landry's Restaurants, and the Golden Nugget. He's also a proud alum of the University of Houston.
Yeah, and this is big news. Today he announced he is donating $50 million to U of H, specifically the College of Medicine. The University of Houston's medical school would now be called the Tillman J. Fertitta Family College of Medicine, and our friend Haley Hernandez chatted with Tillman earlier today.
All right, Mr. Fertitta, it's such an exciting day, so I appreciate you taking time to talk to me. But tell me a little bit about what was the big announcement today?
Well, this is something that, you know, has been a dream of the University of Houston for years, and it was a vision of our chancellor many years ago. And to have been on the board and been chair of the board, to be able to be such a part of it, and to work this in Austin with the legislature and our great leadership, and then to be a part of bringing it to fruition, and then to be able to stay a part of it and a legacy forever for myself and family. It's extremely, extremely special to all of us at the University of Houston and to my family.
I know the University of Houston School of Medicine has a really admirable mission, and they kind of joked in there that you are putting your money where your heart is. Is your heart with the underserved communities and getting more clinics to people who don't have access to healthcare?
100%. And you know, one thing that I've always believed is that we should 100% be equal in one thing in this country more than anything else, and that's that we should all have equal health care. And our mission from day one, when we went to Austin to try to get this approved, was that we wanted primary health physicians that would serve the whole community. And that's the biggest shortage in America today. Everybody wants to be a specialist. And so when we interview our students to come to this university, they need to be people that want to be in primary care. Now, are all of them going to do that? Absolutely not. But that is our mission, to try to keep more than 50% of them as primary care physicians.
And does it mean a lot to you to keep them in Houston too?
For sure. I mean, that's what this is all about, is that we want to serve the whole community, and that's been our mission from day one. That's what we told Austin from day one, and that's what we're going to do. This is going to be one of the top medical schools in our country, because you're in such a great city that's soon to be the third largest city in the United States. And yeah, I want those students that go to the University of Houston, that went to the medical school at the University of Houston, to be proud of our medical school. My name is going to be connected with this great accomplishment that we've done at the University of Houston.
It is pretty cool, and that facility looks beautiful.
It sure does.
And I like what he said about healthcare should be something that everyone has access to, of course, right?
Absolutely. And I love that this is coming after the day that we had yesterday, honoring our medical heroes in our community. This is only going to make that bigger and better.
Yeah. Best and biggest medical center in the entire world. Haley Hernandez, once again, thanks for that. Today at 4 and 6, you can hear more from Fertitta and from one of the medical students about how thankful they are for this huge announcement. And right now, you can learn more about the College of Medicine by visiting our website, houstonlife.tv.
Well, still ahead, get summer ready for less. The fashion trends you can find at the thrift store.
And we're helping you keep your car protected from thieves. The police are stepping in with a free and colorful event. You don't want to miss that. Don't go away. Houston Life will be right back. Talking about your home now, summer is a great time to update your living space. And if you're thinking of putting in new carpet, wood, or tile, there are some things to keep in mind. Here with more is Maria Sotolongo with 50 Floor. Welcome back to Houston Life.
Hey, thank you.
It's funny how many conversations we can have about floors and still keep the convo going.
Yes.
We were just chatting about when people go to renovate a home,
Right.
and maybe they do one room at a time, a lot of times the flooring doesn't match up, like almost like there's a little lip or like an
Yes.
unevenness. And that's the
And
telltale
everything
sign.
gets caught on that one little lip, right?
Well, it's a tripping hazard too.
Yes.
So how do we avoid that? Because that's a telltale sign that it's sort of like a sloppy renovation, right?
It really is. So if you're looking to kind of transition from maybe that kitchen area into the living area or whatever, the bedroom to the hallway, you got to make sure that the thickness of both of the flooring types that you're using are going to match up. And so of course our experts at 50 Floor are going to do that for you. And we've got some tips and tricks to talk to you about depending on what you're going from carpet into hardwood, or are you going from hardwood into tile, or whatever it is that you're going to be transitioning in. That is something that you can't overlook. And so of course, again, our experts are going to walk with you every step of the way.
And I'm glad you brought up that example, because like, let's say someone has tile in the bathroom, but they have wood floors in the hallway, but then carpet in the bedroom.
Yes.
All of that needs to be flush, like the same thickness,
Right,
correct?
it's got to be seamless, and we are going to be looking at that, making sure whatever padding is put underneath is going to be matching that other flooring right next to it. So you're going to be in good hands with 50 Floor, because we're going to talk to you about every step of the way from picking out that floor that is right for you and your family, to those transitions, to what materials, what colors, whatever it is. Our experts are going to come to you and bring you that showroom to your room. So that is a main difference from us and other folks out there, Derek.
And what's cool, Maria, is the fact that y'all are able to turn this around many times in just one day. For homeowners who are thinking,
Right.
I'm just going to do one room at a time, you could do the entire house in one day. Is that right?
Exactly. I mean, we've been doing this for a long time. And again, most people are scared to do it or overwhelmed to do it because they think it's going to be a really just overwhelming process. But we're going to take the mess out of all of that for you and make sure that you are going to be getting that comfort, that convenience. So we're going to come to you, move everything before installation, make sure you don't have to do any of that heavy lifting. Then we're going to remove that old floor. We're going to haul that away, make sure everything is proper and clean. Sometimes we can recycle it, or other times we can even give it away, donate it. Whichever way, Derek, we're going to get rid of it. And then we're going to inspect that subfloor. We're going to go ahead then put down that new floor. And as you said, most of the time our experts can come and do it in one day.
That is so incredible. It's almost like nothing ever even happened. About the furniture, they bring it back in. But
Yes.
something did happen. You have these beautiful new floors.
Voila.
And also the samples at home, too. How many times have our viewers out there, I know this has happened to me, you take a sample from the store, you think you've
Yes.
made your decision, and then you get home and you're sort of second guessing yourself. Not the
Right.
case with you guys, because you're going to see the samples in your space with your lighting, with your existing colors.
Exactly. You're going to compare it to your walls, you're going to compare it to your cabinets, and that makes a big difference, seeing it right there in the comfort of your own home. And then our experts can really talk you through every different color or every different thickness or style. We are going to be there every step of the way.
It's beautiful. And by the way, this one right there,
Oh, yeah.
one of my favorites. It's beautiful. I see that
Yes.
grays and neutrals are still very popular. Maria Sotolongo,
It is.
it's good to see you. It's always fun
Likewise.
hanging out.
Thank you, sir.
And for our viewers all month long, 50 Floor has a special offer. Free installation on all carpet, hardwood, laminate, and vinyl. Just call 877-50-FLOOR. That's 877-503-5667, or visit 50floor.com. Now let's send things over to Courtney.
All right, Derek, thanks so much. Well, we've all seen it countless of times in the news. Criminals stealing expensive parts off cars. Maybe it's happened to you or even a friend. It certainly has to me. You go to start your car in the morning or at any time, and it will sound very different, quite loud, because someone has stolen the catalytic converter. This is what it looks like right there. KPRC2 Investigates recently put together this map. It's happening pretty much everywhere across town. Joe Sam's joining us live from Aldine with something you can do about it this weekend. Hi, Joe.
Hey, Courtney, that's right. So your catalytic converter, this is again what it looks like here. So what this is an exhaust emission control device, and what it does is it transfers that toxic gas into exhaust gas here. It is a really important part of your vehicle, which is why we're talking to Officer Holliday here with the Aldine ISD Police Department to tell us why this event is so important that you guys are doing, and it's a free event for community members to come to make sure they're protected.
So we put on this event only because being that we work for a school district, we see this firsthand. So being that the thieves are actually going under the catalytic converters and actually stealing and taking it to the scrap yards, the scrap yards are getting the metal that's out of its side. So the rhodium, the palladium, all of that. So they're collecting that money and making the big bucks off of it.
Wow, and that's why they're going after a lot of vehicles, as many as possible, so that they can make a good price, a good turnover from that. And then they leave the consumers, the community members, out of luck when it comes to starting their vehicles. I heard that when they start the car, it's really, really loud, so they know that something's wrong.
That is correct, sir. And also, being that when they take it, they have to pay between $2,000 and $4,000 to get it replaced.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you now have to break it down to us. We have some spray paint right here, and we have the etching tool. What are you guys going to be doing on this event to make sure that these are protected?
Yes, so on Saturday, May 21st, we have the high heat. They will actually be spray painting up under the vehicles and etching the last 8 of the VIN numbers on the vehicles.
So then you'll know for sure where that vehicle belongs to.
That is correct.
This is absolutely great. So what do people have to do whenever they come here? Do they just bring their vehicle, have their VIN number ready to go? What do they have to do?
So all you have to do is just show up, have your VIN number ready. Like you said, we'll get them up under there and etch it and spray paint it.
This is really, really cool that you guys are doing this. About how many people do you already have signed up to come to this event?
50.
50 people?
We have 50 people signed up.
And we want more.
We want more.
So we're at MacArthur Senior High School, and you can already see we have some of those seniors, some of the students here working on my vehicle right now. They are actually going to be here on hand when the event happens on Saturday from 11 to 3, correct?
Yes, sir.
And they're going to be here helping to make sure that they get all of those catalytic converters painted and protected from those thieves out there. So really great work that you guys are doing.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. But don't go anywhere, you guys, and you don't go anywhere either, because she's going to be showing me how to actually spray paint this catalytic converter so we can also make sure that we're protecting the community out there from those thieves. Courtney and Derek, really, really great work that the Aldine ISD Police Department is doing here.
Absolutely. We need to fill up those spots for sure, Joe. Thank you. Well, still ahead, we're showing you how we can all dress for your next vacay in great style from local thrift stores. I love this. Plus the expert tips to help you find affordable fashion.
But first, let's check in with Miss Lauren Kelly, who's got some exciting news from one of our favorite celebrity couples. Hi, Lauren.
That is right, you guys. They're entrepreneurs, philanthropists, authors, TV hosts, and so much more. Bill and Juliana Rancic have done it all. Coming up, I am chatting with the A-list couple, and I get them talking, you guys. They tell me stuff that you won't hear anywhere else. Houston Life will be right back.
Welcome back to Houston Live. Courtney and Derek back with you at just about 3:30.
And we are still talking about that Mexican pizza during commercial break. Go get it. Why don't we check in with Keith, Christine, and Frank for a look at what they have coming up on the news at 4 o'clock. Hi, friends.
Hi, guys.
Ooh, hot Mexican pizza.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good.
We've been waiting a long time for this reboot. Yes. Even on a hot day like today.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, hopefully something cold to wash it down with, right?
Yeah, always.
That's key. Hey, we're already setting records in Galveston. 91 at Houston Hobby, 92 Sugar Land Galveston, 89. That beats 87. We're keeping an eye on other records for today. As you know, everywhere yesterday was setting records. Right now, 89 Pearland, 93 Conroe. You notice these feels like up around 94, 96. So not terrible, not triple digits, but still, it's uncomfortable out there. So be careful. Make sure all the pets like Riley are well taken care of. Something tells me Riley is doing just fine. 95 at 4, 94 at 5, and then 90 at 86. Once the sun goes down, I think it will feel pretty good out there. And then we go into tomorrow with a day much like today. In fact, let me show you this future cast, and you'll notice that Thursday, Friday, Saturday pretty much stays the same. I had a chance, maybe a slight chance of rain on Saturday. It doesn't look like that's going to happen for us. But once we get to Sunday, then we see the rains coming in. A slight chance again on Monday, and then look at this. This is Tuesday's front. That lasts, it looks like, Tuesday and Wednesday for some fairly significant rainfall. We'll talk about just how much coming up at 4. In the meantime, 94 for Friday and Saturday, 84, so a cool down on Sunday, and at least a 60% chance of rain. And it continues into the week, so we need the rain. We're about to get it.
Yeah.
We sure
Okay.
do. All right, Frank, thank you.
All right, look now, some of the stories that we're covering this afternoon. First, it's the tragic story we've been covering since this morning. A family of 4 found dead inside an apartment in Northwest Harris County. What else we're learning from investigators ahead at 4 o'clock.
Plus, you're already chatting about this. Billionaire Tillman Fertitta is donating $50 million to the Brandy University of Houston College of Medicine. The goal is to improve health and healthcare to underserved communities. We're going to be hearing more from Tillman and one of the medical students about the significance of this donation.
And a story you have to see to believe. Gucci and Adidas have teamed up to design this fancy new umbrella, not just any umbrella. It's a nearly $1,300 umbrella. However, there's a gigantic flaw in the design that begs the question, what were they thinking?
So the rain goes through it. Maybe?
Or something. I don't know.
Get it down.
How about the gigantic flaw in anyone who would pay $1,300 for an umbrella?
It's Gucci,
The
baby.
collabs are a thing.
That'd have to be
Yeah.
a special umbrella, boy, I tell you.
I'm not impressed, but I am curious about this story,
Yes.
so I'll be watching at 4 o'clock.
Okay, sounds
We'll
good.
see you guys then.
Sounds
Okay, turning now to a bit of celebrity talk. Whether contestants on reality shows or hosting a red carpet event, Bill and Juliana Rancic are no strangers to television.
That is right. But did you know they also are behind some of the best Italian food in the country? Lauren Kelly got a chance to chat with the power couple about their latest venture. Hi, Lauren.
It's making me hungry, Courtney, and they really have just the cutest story. Believe it or not, the E! News anchor and first winner of The Apprentice have been married for 15 years now, and they just opened RPM Italian at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. I also got the scoop on how they celebrated Bill's birthday at their new hotspot earlier this week.
Hey, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. How are you?
You know, if you guys needed another reason to visit Vegas, one of our celebrity couples who's our favorites have given us a reason. Bill and Juliana Rancic, I'm so excited to talk to you guys today. Seriously, you guys are couple goals, and as if you don't have a whole list of things that's already on your plate, you now have RPM Italian in Las Vegas. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about this world-famous restaurant now that's at the Forum Shops at Caesar's Palace?
Oh my God, we are so excited to be here. We're officially open as of yesterday. This is our 7th RPM that we've opened in 10 years. As you said, we're at the Forum Shops here at Caesars. We are so pumped to be here. We want to bring people into this restaurant from all over the world to share with them our world-class food. We make our pasta from scratch every single morning. We source some of the freshest, most incredible ingredients from literally all over the world. And we are so excited that we get to share that with people coming into Vegas every single week. And we couldn't be more proud of the staff and the partners that helped put this together.
Now, Bill, you just celebrated your birthday. Does Juliana continuously outdo herself with these birthday parties?
Oh my gosh, she is the greatest gift giver on earth. I used to get a lot of recycle gifts. I remember one year I got an iPad, and I opened up the iPad, and on the back it was engraved, Happy Holidays from your family at E! So, I mean,
It was
she is
a re-gift.
incredible. Incredible.
It was a re-gift.
Yes, she's
okay,
known for
I can't
re-gifting.
believe she's just said that. So, okay, throwing a party, yes, I'm good at that.
Yes.
Giving gifts, the worst.
Yeah.
Only to him. Other people I give, because you're impossible to shop for. He's impossible. He says, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. He's impossible. So, you know what? Yesterday, as a matter of fact, listen how nice this is. I said, Bill, I've got the greatest gift in 15 years for you that we've been together. He goes, what? I go,
Where do I open it?
I'm
So where do I open
giving
it?
you
Let's
a
go.
shopping spree right out here at the Forum Shops. These are the world-renowned Forum Shop at Caesars. Like every gorgeous store is there. No, he's like, let's just sit and chat. I'm like, sit and chat? I want to give you a beautiful gift. And he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to go shopping. So what else am I supposed to do?
Juliana, I don't know if that's as good, though. It's like, hey, I don't know what to buy you, so I'm just going to take you out so we can shop for you, and you can tell me what you want.
No, right. Thank you, Lauren. Zero effort goes into that.
You're supposed to have my back.
Actually,
She knows what's
you're
going
right.
on.
You're right.
I mean-
I have broken girl code, Juliana. I am so sorry.
Lauren, thank you.
I will say.
You and I, we're talking later.
I will say I've taken a look at this menu at RPM. It looks incredible. And Juliana, I see the Giuliana Prosecco. That is what I'm talking about. Not only is the food amazing, but the cocktails look pretty amazing too.
Let's do it. Yes. Okay. Yes. We have a beautiful bar here. We have an incredible wine list, like some of the finest wines you could ever imagine.
Our somm team here is world class. Richard Hanna, right over here. Hey, Richard.
Yes. Hi, Richard.
He has assembled one of the most incredible Italian wine selections you'll find anywhere in the world.
He's amazing. And so, yes, our Giuliana Prosecco is here on the menu, so you can have it. I always start my meal off at RPM Italian with a glass of Prosecco, but you can also do one of our fun cocktails that incorporates the Prosecco in it. So, yes, lots of great cocktails, an incredible menu. Make sure you get my mom's signature dish, which is Mama De Pandi's bucatini pomodoro.
Oh.
If you love authentic
Amazing.
Italian pasta, who doesn't? You got to try it next time you come to Vegas. You got to come to RPM Italian. It is the best.
All right, you guys, I'm taking notes right now. I'm writing it down. I'm planning my bachelorette party for later this summer, so I'm going to go ahead and make my reservations with you guys. That's the people to know, right? I'm going to make my reservations with y'all right now. Does that work?
You just give us a text. we'll get you in. I promise.
We're all over it. We're all over it.
Come see us here, please.
Awesome. We'll see you here.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us today. That was fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
They are so cute, y'all. For more with my fun chat with Bill and Juliana, or is it Giuliana? Log on to HoustonLife.tv. I mean, 15 years already. Can you believe they've been married for 15 years?
And you can tell that they still really love each other with the teasing and the back and forth. I think Juliana was coming for you, though, Lauren.
I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. I was trying to stick up for Bill because she didn't know what to buy him, and you can't take somebody out.
The regifting.
Yeah, the regifting is a no-no, but
here's the thing. I bet he liked the iPad. He probably used it. So
until he flipped it over and found out it was a regift.
Oh, well.
That was fun.
It was cute.
Are we invited to your bachelorette party, by the way?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
You're gonna
See you
plan
in
that
Vegas.
for me, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Details.
Good.
Okay, what do you say we check back in with Mr. Joe Sam, who is highlighting a community initiative to help protect your car against thieves. Hi, Joe. How's it going out there?
Hey guys, that's right. So we are about to get put to work here because we are coming up with a colorful solution to help you protect your catalytic converters here at MacArthur Senior High School. That's coming up when Houston Life returns. Welcome back here to Houston Life. We are talking about a really cool free event that's open to the community. Come and enjoy here at MacArthur Senior High, happening Saturday. It's going to be amazing from 11 to 3. What they're doing is called Stop to Hurt, Paint to Convert. We've already explained to you guys what that catalytic converter is, and I also have Officer Holliday here with us again, really to just break it down to us before we start the paint on here. But really tell us, how did you guys learn about all of these thefts that are happening with these catalytic converters, and is it happening in the schools?
So with so many thefts in the actual community, that we was aware about it. So it brought to our attention that yes, it was happening at our schools, and it was numerous. It was over and over and over. So we came up with this idea and said, hey, we need to stop. We need to let it stop.
Absolutely. And as I get ready to go ahead and do this paint, it's a neon paint, the high heat, and we're going to be painting this right here. This is the catalytic converter, correct? I have my helper here with me, Oscar. He's one of the students here at MacArthur Senior High, and he's going to just direct me a little bit more. But while I'm doing that, Officer Holliday, I want you to also explain, what do you guys do whenever you get called about anything, and how do you find the catalytic converters from those junkyards?
So with us actually looking for the catalytic converters, once they get to the junkyards, we see when it's labeled with their VIN number with the last 8, and we'll also realize it with the high heat paint. So if it's a bright neon color, that's how we know they were stolen.
I actually like this a lot.
I see you having fun with it.
I may have to come out here and help y'all out a little bit. And Oscar, you're going to be helping them out as you're volunteering your services. How does that feel to be able to come out and really do something great for the community?
Well, it feels nice. It feels good helping out the community to like prevent like people stealing stuff and like help out people that really like don't want to waste money trying to buy more stuff.
Absolutely. Now, it's going to take a little time for this to dry a little bit, and then, we go right at it.
We go right at it.
All right, we go right at it. So we're going to be etching in what?
The last 8 of the VIN.
All right, last 8 of the VIN, and do we have that number?
You ready for it?
All right, let's go ahead and sketch that in. And this is going to help you guys, again, track these catalytic converters.
You can read that number to me.
There we go. So we have CX. Let's go ahead and get that in. And they're really professional with this here. I wouldn't have been able to do this part here. And then the next 3 is 037. All right, and we're going to go ahead and let him finish this up here. But again, Officer Holliday, tell him when this event is going to be happening for everyone to come out.
Saturday, May 21st from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
All right, make sure you guys get on out here. Really, really cool event, helping you save some money so that you do not get affected by these thieves out here. Again, we want to say thank you to the officers here and our student volunteers that are working hard to make sure that this happens. We're going to send things back to you guys. I have more work to do.
Yeah, Joe, it's looking great. And a huge shout out to those high school students.
Oh, absolutely. For sure, Joe. Thanks so much. Coming up, we have thrift store fashion, the vacation edition for chic and inexpensive looks, perfect for your summer travel getaway.
Look at our beautiful models. We're going to meet them and learn more about their looks when Houston Life returns. Coming up right after this.
Can we buy? Okay, if you're heading out to a summer vacation or even a staycation, you're already spending money on airfare, accommodations, so why not save some big bucks on your travel wardrobe?
Forget the vacation. You want to look good going to the grocery store, right?
Sure.
Anywhere you
Anytime.
go. Okay, so Jen Manili and Pippa Williams, you know them, thrift bloggers, Two Cheap Blondes. That's TOO, Cheap Blondes. They are finally back on Houston Life. They've got 4 discount looks and tips to help us all look our best. Ladies, before we see the looks, welcome back.
Thank you.
It's so good to see you. Now, refresh our viewers' memories. Y'all met in line at Goodwill nearly a decade ago.
We did.
9 years ago.
Yeah, I had been featured in the Chronicle. I was doing vintage fashion at that point. Pippa pulled me aside. She goes, I think I saw an article about you. And I was like, oh yeah. She's like, I'm a thrift blogger too. Let's meet up one day. And we're like, oh yeah, sure, okay. But then I looked at her blog. I was like, hey, we kind of mesh. And so I contacted her. We went to lunch a few days later, and
that was it.
Been almost 10 years.
I love it because you guys, I mean, a beautiful friendship besides what you do on Two Cheap Blondes.
Yes.
And there is such a market for it. I think people always come up to both of you and say, like, how do you do it? What do I look for? I mean, consistency is the key, right, Pippa?
Right, consistency and going through all the hangers. And actually what we always suggest is to look through the catalogs or just to know what's in style so you know what to look for.
Okay, and patience also is sort of the name of the game, right?
Yes.
Because when people go to a thrift store, you can't expect to get a home run every single time, right?
Definitely. I mean, we show you the highlights. People think, oh, I can't. Every time I go there, I can't find anything. You find something every time. That is so not the case. I mean, we walk out empty-handed a lot. You just don't see that part.
Right. That's the magic of TV, right?
Exactly.
But there's also key days to go, or even just when you're there, how you comb through the racks, right?
It depends on where you're going.
Where we're shopping. So we love the Family Thrift Outlet because everything's priced at $2. So every Thursday, everything's $2. It goes down a quarter each day after that.
Not bad. And the Family Thrift, there's one right here on Bel Air Boulevard,
Well,
right? That's the one.
That's a real family thrift, a retail one. Then they have outlets where it's their clearance centers.
Oh,
And
interesting.
that's where the big, you're going to see some big scores from there today.
Well, and speaking of big scores, I think you brought some photos so our viewers can see some of the hot items you found. How much was this bag? And what brand is that?
This is a vintage Celine bag, and we paid $7.99 for it.
No way.
Goodwill. And that is quite valuable.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
no
gorgeous.
kidding.
And what else do we have?
Sunglasses.
These Versace sunglasses were picked up at the Goodwill outlet store, which is there by the pound.
Okay. And is amount due 11 cents?
11 cents. Yes, because sunglasses don't weigh much, and it's only $2.19 a pound.
Oh,
so
my word.
11 cents.
Okay, that is incredible. Some really good stuff. Oh, and what's this? Some artwork.
Okay, so this is Moshi, and this is he's a painter from Poland, and he was born in 1935, I believe. He does his paintings after Picasso, so it's just a really cool picture with lots of texture on it, and it was $2, and it's worth. We're not quite sure. It's a warrior horse. I know I wasn't sure what it was, and I was so glad that the information was taped to the back of it because I could not read the signature. But this is a cool painting.
Oh my gosh, it reminds me of the woman who found that ancient Roman bust at a Goodwill store in Austin a while back. Anyway, it's headed back to the museum now. Okay, so let's talk about the travel wardrobe, and we're about to see a few looks. How do we begin creating a travel capsule wardrobe, essentially?
So what we did is we actually started with a location first for all of the models, and then we tried to put together the looks.
Okay, well, let's see them. And I believe that our very first location is New York City. So if you're planning a trip for New York, pay close attention. Let's bring out our first model.
Super cute.
So this is Meredith, and we paired her with some retro pants, and how fun are these? And she wore this with her own t-shirt and the denim jacket that she has. This is kind of a fun twist. What we did is we cut the collar off and cut the cuffs of this denim jacket and washed it. So it has that frayed look, and it gives it the edgy vibe, and it also modernizes just a regular jean jacket, which it's pretty easy to find that in a thrift store.
That is so cool. Meredith, will you hold up that jacket just so we can see how the cuffs were cut off like that?
Okay, see, they took off the collar and the cuffs.
Wow.
That is
Super easy.
awesome.
Modernizes scissors.
Yeah.
So, and the jacket was $2, pants $2, but all that needed was scissors and put it in the washing machine, and it frayed it perfectly like
And
that.
this whole look is such a now statement because these big colorful pieces,
Yes.
the wide leg pant, the sneaker look, kind of urban edge, it's lovely.
Meredith, have fun in New York. Okay.
Well, let's make our way to Palm Beach now with our second model. Come on out.
Come on out. Maddie, this is your, Pippa, this is your daughter, Maddie.
Yes, this is my daughter, Maddie.
Yeah, so Maddie is wearing this fabulous Veronica Beard dress. This dress retails for $450. It's still current on their website, and we paid $2 for that at the Family Thrift Outlet.
I'm freaking out.
And
It's
I
such
think
a great dress.
Charleston weekend, right?
This is Charleston, right.
The art galleries, and, you know, she'd look great wandering through.
We've also put this vintage belt from the 80s. You know, these are great. These are the best belts to have. And this sun hat with all the sequins and beading, super fun. And she's also carrying a vintage Roto purse. And so the sun hat, the belt, and the purse, and the dress, everything was $2 each. That is a total $8 outfit from the Family Thrift Outlet.
$8
Wow.
total
Yes.
for this entire look. Maddie, you look great. Have fun in Charleston. You'd also look good in Palm Beach, though.
Okay, I spoiled the surprise. We're going to Palm Beach now.
Okay.
It said it there earlier.
Okay,
So
how about that? Natalie, come on out. And this green is so beautiful.
it's such a great current color.
It's absolutely stunning on her, and that is current color because it's the saturated color. So again, look for what the trends are, but this is a Zara dress we found for $2, and this vintage turtle belt for $2, and also this vintage embroidered bag that's from the Philippines. So her entire look is $6.
You don't mind holding up the bag just a little bit so we can see it. There it is. So cool.
Well, and what's shocking to me, ladies, is I see all these items and I think someone donated this stuff. They got rid of it, and it's super cool. I love that turtle belt, too.
Well, I think a lot of trends come back around eventually.
Yeah, everything old is new again, for sure.
Now, whoever's donated this is like, why did I get rid of that?
Darn it. Darn it, I need it back.
Natalie, thank you so much. And I think it's time for our last model. What do you say we go to Napa, Courtney?
Let's do it.
How about that?
Cheers.
This is
Gina.
Gina. She is ready for summer in Northern California, Napa, where it's, you know, nice and cool. A little escape from the Houston heat. So she is wearing some white J. Crew jeans, $6.99 from
Really
Goodwill. And we have paired it with this H&M sweater. It's a sleeveless sweater, so great for during the day. And then she has this great shawl for the evening. That was $2 at the Family Thrift Outlet. And she's wearing this Stingray Lynx chain necklace that was picked up at Goodwill for $5.99. And then this Faliero Sarti shawl. It's a cashmere silk blend. Retails for $350. That was $3.99 at Goodwill. And then we topped it off with this great little hat. It was $20 from Southwest Trading, which is over on Harwin. So her entire look, just $38.97.
Oh my gosh.
We know Southwest Trading. We love
do.
that spot. We've all been there together, actually.
Yes.
Wow, and what a killer deal, because the hats alone, those sell for hundreds of dollars.
Right.
And it's a trendy piece that you don't want to spend a ton of money on. So $20 is
Yeah,
a good
well,
investment.
special thanks to all of our models. Y'all look great. Let's go on a trip around the world. And Jen and Pippa, it's great to see you back in Studio B.
Good to see you.
Great job on our vacation wardrobe capsules. Ladies, it's great to see you.
You too.
Thanks for being here. To connect with two cheap blondes, head over to the Scene on Houston Life section of our website, houstonlife.tv.
All right, coming up after the break, a look at what's coming up on tomorrow's show, including some travel deals you won't want to miss.
That's right. And as we head to break, let's check in with Kevin Frazier for a look at what's coming up on entertainment tonight. Hi, Kevin.
Courtney and Derek, tonight on ET, we have baby news, what we know about Rihanna's new baby boy. Plus, we're in London with Tom Cruise and the Royals for the Top Gun Maverick premiere. Then, inside Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's home. There's a lot in this show. You don't want to miss it. That's tonight at 6:30 right here on KPRC2. Now sit tight, because Houston Life will be right back.
Coming up tomorrow on Houston Life, are you planning a summer trip? We've got 3 beach vacation deals worth checking out.
I'm doing it right now, plus calling all brides. Lauren Kelly, whether you're getting married in a barn or the courthouse, we're showing you 5 wedding dresses for the big day.
I've always wanted to get married in a barn.
You know, like a beautiful setting.
I was raised in a barn.
Okay. It's very
At least
pretty.
that's what you've always told me. I don't know why I'm so punchy today.
That's going to do it for us, guys. Tomorrow, Connor
graduates. I know he's growing up. He's going to be driving before you know it.
I know.
And then he's going to be graduating college.
Oh, my. You're not helping
Sorry,
me.
am I jumping ahead?
You are.
It's that Mexican pizza. It made me so giddy. I'm so happy.
I know.
Okay.
All right. Gotta go. Bye, guys.